Oh my gosh, I'm live in the Fempire. Crazy. Having a moment. I'm gonna give it like 30 seconds. Hi, Crystal. Just to see if people pop on. Hi, Rania. Taking you guys to home party school tonight. Hi, guys. All right, I am going to, I've got my daughter here. She has to say hi. She kind of calms me down. All right, so first of all, I want to take a personal moment. As most of you guys know, I tragically lost my brother on 9/11, and that was 2 days ago. And I just want to say to all of you and my entire Limelight family that you guys absolutely made my day more easy to handle. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I read every single one of your texts, your messages, your notes, your changing of your profile pictures. It all meant so much to me. So I just wanted to take a second and from the bottom of my heart say thank you. I love you guys so much. Okay, let's go to home party school. So here's the deal. I'm a home party sort of fanatic. I absolutely love them. I have a ton of fun. I get to meet new people. I get to expand my network. I just make new friends, and it's definitely the biggest bang for your buck. So if you guys are looking to up your sales, up your PRV, reach your goal, a home party is going to absolutely get you there. I set myself a goal every single month to get in front of 30 people, to get in front of 30 faces. You guys all know about the 30 faces in 30 days. And while it's impossible to maybe see one person a day for 30 days, if you do one party, you could potentially get in front of 5, 10, 15 people in one night. So that gets you like halfway to my goal just by doing one home party. So I absolutely love home parties, and my average is 2 to 3 a month. Sometimes I do 4, sometimes I do 5. It just depends, but I try to do 2 to 3. And so I want you guys to all stick with me tonight because I'm really going to talk about something that I don't think is an idea that any of you may have thought of before. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there might be some of you on here that don't really love home parties or might be intimidated by them or might be like, I just don't think it's me. Well, I'm going to take all the intimidation out of home parties for you tonight, and I'm going to make it so accessible for you to get at least one more before the end of the weekend. Yes, you heard me. Before the end of the weekend. I will be challenging each and every one of you to get a hostess and have the party happen before the end of the weekend. And I'm going to let you know how to do that. So a couple of things I just want to go through. And this is all kind of factual stuff. And having done this for so long, it actually is pretty true. You're pretty much going to get, for every 10 people that you speak to about potentially being a hostess, you're going to most likely get one yes. So the idea here is you have to go for no. You have to go for no. So let's talk about who some people might be, who some good potential hostesses. And I always tell people, make a list of 10 people that you think would potentially host a party for you. So let's go through a couple of those types of people. Number 1, a teacher friend. Teacher friends love to have home parties. I really score with my teacher friends. So that's 1. A friend from college. Do you have a friend from college? If they don't live nearby, have them do an online party for you. A Facebook acquaintance, okay? This is definitely a little more, and I'm gonna talk about this a little later, the bullseye and the outer circles of our networks. So that might be a little more in the outer circles of our network, the Facebook acquaintances, but they're huge. They are huge. Okay, a stay-at-home mom. Think about a stay-at-home mom that you might be able to talk to. Think about a close friend. I mean, obviously, close friends want to support us. They want to help us. They want to get free stuff, all of that. Somebody with a full-time job. They love having parties. They don't get to socialize too much if they have a full-time job. They love having parties. A sports mom, find somebody at a sports team, some type of sports team that one of your children is involved in, and ask them on the soccer field. A star customer. Oh my gosh, this is such a shoo-in, everybody. That customer that loves our products so much and they're ordering from you at least every 2 months and you would love to give them some free product. A past hostess. So with this, you definitely don't want somebody who just recently hosted for you. You want to think about somebody who may have hosted for you 6 months or more ago. Okay? So those are kind of the 10 things that I want you guys to think about, making a list of those names and finding those 10 people, okay? And hold on to that list because we're going to get to what you're going to do with it. So what I like to do when asking for a party, because that's what this is all about, right? This is all about how do we ask and how do we get them to say yes? What I find we typically do, and I did this a lot at the beginning of my Limelight career, we don't actually ask for the ask. We call them, we talk to them about, will you host a party? They say, sure, I'll host a party, but we don't actually ask for the ask. We don't get the date. We don't get the date. Do not let them get off the phone without getting a date. It's essential because guess what? It's not a party if the date is not on the calendar. And if the date is on the calendar and the invitations haven't been sent or the phone calls haven't been placed, then it's not even a party yet. It's just a booking. So hold on to that for a minute, okay? So I like to call this the funnel technique. You want to make it more about them than about you, okay? So a lot of times we'll call up a friend and we'll say, would you like to host a party? And she's going to immediately say, sure, okay. And she's going to try to figure out a way to get herself to say, oh, that's not really going to work for me. Here's the way I want to suggest that you call up that friend or that neighbor or that school mom or that soccer mom. I want you to call up and I want you to start it off with, I am so excited to talk to you. I have been asked by my upline or my sponsor or my director, whatever you guys want to say. I have been challenged to try to find some people that would be interested in supporting me in my business. And you were one of the first people that came to mind because I know you love to have fun. I know you have a great network of people. And I really think you and your friends would love the products that I have to offer. That we are going to have such a great time, okay? Then you're going to say to her, okay, so I said, I thought of you when I thought of friends who would help me, right? Okay, here's what I can do for you. Here's what I can do for you. I think it's really important to stress to them and to let them know pretty early on in a conversation what it is that you can do for them. This is where you want to talk about our hostess rewards. This is where you want to talk about, this is so easy. This is not difficult. I don't even think a lot of people eat at these parties. I think if you just simply get 5 friends to come over, I think a lot of our hostesses get very caught up in, can I fill a room? Can I fill a room? And what if I get a lot of no's? Because then they, as a hostess, feel like a personal kind of attack. Like, why did they say no to me? It's kind of a rejection, right? Yes, what's in it for them, Jacob? That's so important to let them know what's in it for them and to take the pressure off. It's essential to getting to that ask, okay? So you're going to let them know about our hostess rewards. You're going to let them know that you are going to be so much fun. You're going to be entertaining. You're going to be engaging because that's what people come to these parties to do. Be educated, have fun, and be engaged, right? So, and what you're going to say to this hostess is, can you simply grab a couple of friends? And I want you to say this. I want you to say this to them. Write this down. Don't invite more than 5 people. Don't invite more than 5 people? What? Now she's going to be like, that's so easy. All I have to do is invite 5 people. Now here's the catch. You're going to say to her, she's going to be like, 5 people. Easy peasy. Sure, I can get 5 people here. Now you're going to say to her, what works best for you? A weekday or a weekend? And she's going to say, oh, well, let me think. I don't really know. No. Is this week or next week better for you? Because you know what? In my experience, the longer you wait to do these shows, the more chance there is for people to cancel or people not to be able to make it. Honestly, Mary, it's going to be so easy and so much fun, and either people can make it or people can't. So let's pick a day that's best for us. Because a lot of times what I've had people say to me is, well, let me talk to my friends and see what day is best for them. You need to come up with a way to say, no, actually, in my experience, it's really about picking a day that's best for you and me, and whoever can make it can make it. Now, if it comes down to it that night that nobody can come, then, you and Mary will speak again and maybe pick another date. But don't get off that phone until you get that date on the calendar. So then she's going to say, oh, okay, well, you know what? Next week is better for me. Because here's my tip too, guys. Do not book too far out. Let your hostesses know either people can make it or they can't. My challenge at the end of this call, you guys are probably going to shoot me and be totally blown away by this, but I'm telling you, my best parties are ones that I call somebody. If I were to call them tonight, I would say, are you available this weekend? This weekend. I'm talking 2 days from now. Friday nights. Friday night good for you? Can you get 5 friends there? Done. We're going to have a ton of fun. We're going to have wine, a little bit of cheese and crackers, and we're all going to have a ball, okay? Don't get more than 5 friends there. Don't get more than 5 friends there. You know what's going to happen? She's going to come back to you and be like, well, Sally wants to bring a friend. Is it okay if I have 6? And you're going to say, yeah, it's okay if you have 6. By putting that limit of don't get more than 5 friends there, I guarantee you your hostesses are going to be like, oh my God, this is such a piece of cake. I love it. I love it. Right? Okay. So you're going to say, what's better for you, this week or next week? She's going to say next week. You're going to say, what's better, a weeknight or a weekend night? A weekend night. Okay. What's better, afternoon or night? This is what I call the funnel. This is the funnel technique. Okay, we're funneling down to picking that perfect date for all of us, right? For the both of us, I should say. Okay, and then this week or next, weekend, weekday or weekend, day or night. Okay, what's the date? Friday or Saturday, Thursday night, whatever. Okay, done. And ask your hostess to make personal invitations. I think we sometimes get wrapped up in the whole Evite system. Do we make it pretty? Do we say all about what Limelight is to get more people there? Quite frankly, you guys, I think that makes us seem more salesy, and that makes us people say, I don't want it. I don't want to go there. You need to just let people know that we have what they need. We have products that people love. Our products speak for themselves. I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to introduce your network into something that is going to finally make them fall in love with their beauty routine again and their skincare routine again. So the more elaborate and complicated we make this process about how does my invitation look and how many people am I going to invite to ensure that we get 20 people in the room, I think it's, I don't know. You guys tell me, am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't know. Give me hearts. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think it's a little old school and it doesn't seem to work for me. My best parties are one that I book 48 hours out. 48 hours out, okay, are my best parties. No cancellations. Everybody shows up. There's no feeling of ick. There's no feeling of, oh my gosh, what have I got myself into? 48 hours. I want you guys to start thinking in terms of this is easy. This is easy. So here's my challenge to you. Now here's, okay, let me take a step back because I really want you guys to think about how are you going to expand that network, because I can't tell you how many times I've heard my first and my second month, I did amazing. I had so many sales. So many people wanted to host parties for me. And by their third month, they were like, well, guess what? It's because you were just sticking within your inner comfort circle, in your inner circle of people, of friends, of family, of best friends, of aunts and uncles and sisters and cousins, right? So I want you to think about moving and expanding that circle of your network. So the way I like to describe this is think of it as a bullseye, okay? And you are the bullseye. Your closest circle, right, are the people closest around you. Your mother, your family, your best friends, right? Another circle out might be your sister's best friends, your friends of friends that you know through town or through sports or what have you. The next circle might be your social media circle, right? Now, every layer of circle that goes outside this bullseye, guys, you're reaching greater numbers of people. It's going to be more difficult. I'm not going to say it's not, and I'm not going to say that you're not going to get more no's in those outer circles, but you have greater number of people to speak to and to reach out to. And I'll tell you, the further out of that bullseye that you get in your circle is where real success is in this business. Because there's 4 things that you're going to be able to do at a home party. You're going to be able to sell, obviously. You're going to be able to potentially recruit. You're going to be able to get more bookings. And you're going to find leads for further bookings. You're going to find like leads of expanding your network, of future customers, of forever customers, of people that you can now add to your social media pages. And I always do this. So a lot of people in the old way of thinking used to play games in order to get names and addresses and phone numbers and all of that. Obviously, you're going to collect all that information on your invoices with email addresses and all of that. But what I do to get everybody's information is I ask everybody at a party, can I friend request you on Facebook? So now as soon as you leave that party, you've got more friends on your Facebook page. You ask them to follow you on YouTube if you have a YouTube page. You ask them to follow you on Instagram if you have an Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is. Make sure you don't leave that party before you ask your guests to do that, right? So I want you to think in terms of going outside. The further out of that little bullseye that's you, that you can go is where greater success is when it comes to home parties. And I can promise you that. So how are we going to get another hostess in the next 48 hours? Yes, I just said that. I'm going to challenge every single one of you. This is September. This is a time where we need to really bulk up for our upcoming months and get as many bookings. And we know if you get a home party, that means more bookings. That means potential recruits. That means leads. That means more customers. And we have an insane fall coming with the Lottie collection, with November coming, with the Glamcore Light. We've got men's skincare. We need to bulk up our networks, okay? So, and not to mention that the corporate incentives this month are amazing. So I sure hope that every single one of you are shooting for that 3,000 PRV and getting that Lottie collection, because that Lottie collection is going to be a slam dunk. So what are we going to do? I want every single one of you to make that list of 10 people, and I want you to call them, and I want you to say, I have been challenged by the crazy blonde, whatever you want to call me. I have been challenged to find a hostess by this weekend. Would you be willing to get 5? Again, no more than 5 people in a room. Ask her to call them personally. Say you will call them personally. Get 5 people in a room and say, I don't want you to get any more than that. And I don't want you to go crazy, and I don't want you to get a lot of food, and I don't even care if you clean your house. I just want you to get 5 friends because I have products that they need to know about. And that is it, easy peasy. And I promise you there'll be no cancellations. I promise you she's gonna most likely call you and say, can I have more than 5? Because I think I have like 7 that wanna come. So make this super simple. There's no special invitation that needs to be made. There's no special hostess package, although I believe in all that stuff. Don't get me wrong, you guys, but I really want you to kind of think outside the box on this home party thing, because like I said, some of my best parties happen in 48 hours. So I tested this myself just the other day. I called up a couple friends. I have a party tomorrow, and I have a one-on-one on Friday with somebody that is hopefully going to bring 1 or 2 friends with her to my house because of trying this challenge. So I have a party tomorrow, and guess how many people she has coming? Oh, she has 10. She has 10. So, you know, my little trick of 5 doubled to 10, which is amazing. So I want you guys to just look at home parties. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that don't really love the home party thing, and I get it because you think it's a lot of work, and it is, and I get that, and it's so much fun. And I just want you to know, when you go into these parties too, I think a lot of people get hooked up on, you know, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? What if I fumble? What if I don't know what I'm talking about? What I want you to remember is the more real you are when you show up in that room, the more success you're going to have. Just have fun. People just want to have fun. They don't want perfection. They want you to just have fun. They want you to have passion for your products. They want you to know your products, of course. I always say that if you don't know your products, you know your products before you go in, because you can't sell something that you don't know about. But don't worry about technique. Don't worry about flow. I always find that every party kind of takes on a life of its own anyway. My few tips that I will give, though, about organization and flow is be really respectful of people's time. Don't let them linger too long. Don't let them eat and drink for too long, because what's going to happen is they're going to need to go, and they're going to most likely leave without placing an order. So you want to be really respectful of starting the party pretty much on time, and keeping it flowing, and sticking to an agenda, and letting people know, like, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about this company really quick, and then we're going to do a little demo so I can show you how amazing these products are. I'm going to answer any questions. If you want to be color matched, come find me, and then we're going to take orders, and we're going to wrap up. So, you know, don't worry about too much of all of that, like, anxiety or that stage fright, because people really want to hear, you know, it makes you more duplicatable when you go in there and you're like, you know, I just love these products. I don't really know, but I want to tell you why I love these products. And just be yourself. It makes you duplicatable. It shows them that you're having fun. Certainly be organized, and let's touch on that for one quick second, is being organized. Like, make sure you have your catalogs, make sure you have clipboards and order forms and invoices and your business cards that everybody can go home with. Be organized. But I'm telling you guys, just make it, the simpler you can make it, the more duplicatable you are, the more somebody else in that room wants to have you in their home, because you're just having fun, you know, and that's what everybody wants. So lastly, I'll talk about this, because I do think it's a really important part of home parties as well, and that is sanitation, proper sanitation. I can't stress this enough. We're dealing with products that, you know, can get very, very full of bacteria. God forbid somebody you touch with our makeup has some sort of infection. You need to make sure you're being really respectful of cleanliness around our products, as well as yourself. And I'll tell you, this will translate to your guests, and they will appreciate it, and they will notice it. So a couple of things. I always make sure that I have my Zhao with me. People are always asking about this product. Not only is it amazing, but it smells phenomenal. And whenever you put this on your hands, people are immediately like, what is that gorgeous smell? So I always like to put a little on my hands before I touch any face or any product. It just shows your guests that you care about cleanliness, that you're a clean person, and you care about their health as well. Secondly, what I do, I always make sure my palettes are super clean. So I tried to find my most not super clean palettes to show you guys. And you want to make sure before you go to a show, just wipe them down with our makeup remover wipes. Make sure they're all real nice around the edges. You know, there's no product kind of hanging out there. The ones that tend to get the messiest are foundation palettes. So just make sure that when, you know, you're going to a home party, that the products are presentable. I mean, it's really clutch. And if you have anybody in the audience that wants to join you, they're going to notice if your kit is a mess. They really are. And they're going to say, oh, she's kind of messy. I don't like that. And then secondly, what I do is I always have my Beauty So Clean. Can you guys see that okay? Beauty So Clean. You can get this at alconeco.com. We get 15% off it. You want to just simply spritz all your makeup in between anybody touching it, using it, testing it, or you applying it on anybody. And just like, you know, a simple squirt across it. And now you know that it's been sanitized, it's fine, it's healthy, it's ready to go. I have a YouTube video on cleaning. Yes, Kendra has a YouTube video. Go to Kendra Eris's channel, and she has a YouTube video on sanitation of your products. I'm just showing you a couple of my favorite tools. Of course, the Come Clean to wash your sponges and your brushes. However, this is kind of hard to do in between people touching our brushes. So personally, I love to have our Purian Spirit, I never pronounce this right. And this is so simple to simply spray your brush, wipe it on a paper towel, and now you know that it's ready to be used on somebody else, or somebody else can test, whatever. So please, 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 at your home parties, be really mindful of, you can pronounce my last name. I know, Kendra, can I? Kirkirkop. Oh my gosh, I'm bashing it. Kirkirkop. I seriously cannot pronounce that last name. It's a joke. Such a joke. Such a joke. I should check these messages. Love it. Yes, it's very helpful. Thank you, Kendra. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Sorry, I am... Yes, alconeco.com is where you can find all your sanitation products. Please make sure you're following proper sanitation when you are at your home parties. It just shows your guests that you love what you're doing, and that you care about them, and you care about the health of their skin, and certainly not getting any germs or bacteria into their face or eyes or lips. So that's it, guys. I really want to challenge you. And if this weekend, for whatever reason, doesn't work for you guys, do it next week. Just do that 48-hour rule. Don't just ask people, like, we don't need a lot of time to do this. We don't need a lot of time. I have what your people want. And I want to introduce this to people. And just make it simple. Just keep it simple. Home parties are super fun, and they really are the biggest bang for your buck. They really are going to get you that PRV to jump in one night, in one fun night. One really, really fun night. It's going to jump your PRV. If you get those 5 people in a room, our average order is $100. So your PRV is going to jump by $500, right? Just by making that phone call, just by saying, hey, would you get 5 friends together for me? And who knows, out of those 10 people who you make a list, those 10 names, maybe you'll get more than one yes. Maybe you'll have a weekend booked. Do you guys remember Lynette from Limelight Palooza? What did she say? She did like 5 shows a day on the weekends, because that was her time to do her shows, because she was a single mom and she had a young son, and she would go from party to party to party. She'd be in and out in 2 hours. And I think she said she would do 5 shows a day, Saturdays and Sundays, every weekend. So let's get that calendar booked. And if for some reason they say, you know what, I cannot do it, then ask them for October. Ask them for next month. Ask them for a week out. But shoot for that 48 hours. I promise you there'll be a very low cancellation rate. And that magic number 5 will probably jump higher than 5. I can assure you that, because when everybody hears, oh, they're getting together for wine on Friday night, I want to go. I want to go. I have nothing to do. I'm coming over. I think it's going to be a hit. I hope it is. And listen, I can't wait to hear all your success stories. So hit me up with your success stories. I want to hear a lot of you guys inboxing me with all of your party of 5 success stories. But let's make this a September to remember, and let's not be intimidated by home parties anymore. I love you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope I didn't hold you too long. I love that stuff. I use it every party. Yep, it's fabulous. Okay, I love you guys. Thanks for joining me. You made this so much more pleasurable. I was very nervous to go into the Fempire today. This is my first time in the Fempire, by the way. But again, thank you for all the love on September 11th. I love you guys so much. You made that day so much more doable and able to get through it in such a loving way, just knowing you guys were thinking and praying about me and my family, and of course my beautiful brother Michael. So thank you. I love you guys. Go get them. And if anybody needs any help on home parties, you know where to reach me. Just inbox me or give me a call.